My name is Rene and I am one of the business development managers that supports the Toronto region. I think probably, honestly, the biggest thing that inspired me was being able to share a story. Being able to share something that is near and dear to me, near and dear to a lot of individuals within the LGBT+ community, to have that platform to just drill down what's the history. We all know, the pride flag, we all know what we see in the media, we all know, but just really knowing how it all started, super important to me. For those who weren't able to attend, I would say probably one of the biggest things is just to even Google or to look at what was the history of Pride. Learn a little bit about Stonewall. Even myself, I've been to Stonewall. It's still there. It's a national monument in the US, but just to know a little bit about where it started. I think the second thing that's really important is just to know some of those key individuals, or what I would call trailblazers. And again, those are the individuals who've really helped, I don't want to say pave the road, because I don't think the road is completely paved, but helped kind of, set that framework in place for acceptance and inclusivity. I think some of the things, so I'll break it down into two. I'll start with homes first. I think it's fantastic. Things like even, what we did today with having a discussion about the history of Pride, during the month of June, celebrating Pride, really celebrating anybody's, individualities, celebrating how you can be more inclusive within the residents is super important. I think from if I think about Chartwell, I think it's continue that journey of, inclusive conversations. Continue, how can we dip our foot even deeper? How can we really have more meaningful conversations with individuals through education to bring knowledge? And again, I think knowledge is power, and I think that when questions come up is power. So Chartwell as an organization, how can we continue to bring individuals in our fold and in our mix to make us more inclusive and continue down our road of inclusion and diversity? Some of the things that residents and team members within Chartwell can do to really just, raise that awareness and raise the support is just have conversation. Even to never be nervous to ask questions. Again, curiosity creates conversation. And I think conversation is great. So I would say, having that safe space, having that area where you feel completely okay to be your authentic self, to show up to work every day, to do your best, but to actually look in the mirror and be like, hey, this is really me. And not to be scared of who you really are inside. So creating those spaces, again, educating, it's one of the things that's near and dear to me, and just having conversation. I do have to thank Chartwell, being able to have the platform to be able to talk openly about the LGBT+ community and just the history of Pride, the history of what makes us unique. I think that that's powerful itself. Honestly, having inclusive conversations, being open to conversations all throughout the year is a step in the right direction. I think that, Pride, it's a great month, celebrating Pride, fantastic, but it doesn't just have to be June. It can be any time that we can celebrate diversity. We can celebrate being included and being inclusive within a larger environment, and all just be kind of that same ecosystem within one family. So I think moving forward, it's okay to have these conversations any time of the month, any time of the year. I think that why not celebrate being an individual? Whether it's within the LGBT+ community or any community that you feel you're part of, why not celebrate it every day? Celebrate it every month.